once everything cancel out. I forgot to tell you all, guess what? There is another method. So I'm going to set it up. I have my rate and I have an equal sign in the middle. So I need my weeks in a denominator and I need it to be equivalent to 6 weeks. You could have used this on your quarterly exam for percents because the equal sign means the equal sign. If you want this value X, you can solve for the variable as well. So you can solve for the variable. Literally, I hope you know how to solve for the variable because it was just on a quarterly exam and we had it on the quarterly exam last quarter. You need to know how to solve for the variable. But before that, you have to understand that days is equivalent to days. So if this is the variable right here, this is going to say days. X is going to be the number of days because days is equal to days. So what I'm going to do is solve for the variable. So I have my equal sign right here. Your goal is to get your variable X on one side of the equal sign by itself. So what do you have to move? You have to move 6 weeks. So I'm going to multiply both sides of my equal sign by the number that I'm trying to move, which is 6 weeks. So I'm going to multiply this by 6 weeks, multiply my right side by 6 weeks so it'll cancel out. And I'm going to multiply my left side by 6 weeks so it'll cancel out. And you can put this over 1 so you can know what's going on because that's how you multiply fractions. So since I have 6 weeks in a numerator and 6 weeks in a denominator, 6 weeks divided by 6 weeks equals 1, right? So I'm left with 1. So 1 times X is just X. So I bring down my X on my right side of the equal sign. I bring down my equal sign. And now on the left side, I have 6 weeks over 1 times 7 days over 1 week. Now, if you look at this, this is the same thing we had with the conversion factor. Weeks is going to cancel out. I have multiplication in the middle now. Weeks is going to cancel out with weeks because I have 1 in the numerator and 1 in the denominator, and that equals 1. And then I have to multiply across, so I have 6 times 7 days is going to give me 42 days. And then for my denominator, I have 1 times 1, which is 1. And 42 days divided by 1 is just 42 days. So I'm going to bring that down because that's my final answer once I evaluate my left side. And look at that. The value of X, which was equivalent to, the days, is going to be equal to the days, 42 days. So X is equal to 42 days. And X was the number of days because it was equal to days in the original. So that's another way you can do it.